All right, so we're back for part 2 of my winter 2023 FabFitFun What Will I Choose video. So I did categories 3 through 6 in the first part. I'll link it up above and down below if you missed it. But this video will be categories 1 and 2 in addition to the refills and the boost options. And before we get into that, I just wanted to say it's been about 40-50 minutes since I filmed part 1, and I just wanted to show you how the eyeshadow is looking. So as I said, my eyes do tend to kind of water and that kind of thing, so that might be part of it, but it is starting to kind of break up on the inner corners. And just to let you know what I did with this Beauty Bakery palette. So I applied Sour all over the lid to begin with and to set my primer. I used the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. So I used the primer, I set it with Sour. I used Sweet in the crease. And then the only other shade I used was the shade Sangria, which is a really pretty kind of white but with a pink iridescence to it. And I used that all over the lid dry to begin with, but then I did spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus to try and, I guess, up the intensity, because I wasn't happy with how it was looking. And yeah, it looks like it's kind of breaking up on me. So I guess I'll double down on my recommendation to just pick up a ColourPop palette if you want kind of a similar color story at a similar price point. But with all that being said, let's jump into customization number 2. So the additional choices for this category will be $14. I feel like that's more expensive than it's been in the past. Or maybe not. Maybe it was $15 before. Either way, it's getting a little bit up there, but not terrible depending on what the item is. Okay, so the first option, I hate how it always goes down to the bottom. The first option is the NARS Air Matte Lip Color, and you have 5 different choices. These have a $28 value, and it also has that little hourglass symbol, so you know it will be limited in availability. The shades are Chaser, Joyride, Shag, Surrender, and Thrust. And I do recommend looking at like the NARS website, for example, to get a little bit more of an accurate read on the color if you're looking at the community page, because their product photos aren't always the most accurate. But I can tell you Chaser is a mauve, Joyride is a warm pink, Shag is a rose nude, Surrender is a taupe nude, and Thrust is a warm beige. They do love their names over at NARS, don't they? So I think I will pick one of these up, partly just out of my own curiosity. I've heard kind of mixed things about them. And I think the shade that I like the best is Shag, which always makes me think of Austin Powers. So I'm going to try it. I'm not usually one for liquid lipsticks, but I just figured might as well try out this formula. So you can look forward to seeing me demo one of these shades in my unboxing. It looks like this is Canada and UK restricted, unfortunately. So I'm not sure why that is, if it's a NARS thing or what, but yeah, so that is what I'm looking at. So the next item is the Elemis Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream. It has a $49 value. It hydrates like a cream and protects like an oil, so you can fake a good night's sleep. The oil claim is an interesting one. You get 15 milliliters, and it has like water, glycerin, coconut oil, has some vitamin E in there. Yeah, and no fragrance, thankfully. Originally, I thought I was going to pass on it, but it is an interesting choice, especially since it's in a tube. If you like have nails, for example, or if you just don't like putting your fingers into a pot to apply an eye cream, then that could be a really good one. And I do have really dry under eyes, so I'm always looking for a nice hydrating eye cream. I might think about this one a little bit more. I was gonna say I have so many eye creams to get through, but I'm a little intrigued. I looked through like all of my samples and that kind of thing earlier to see if I had a sample of this that I could try out, but unfortunately I don't think I do. So yeah, so that's a maybe for me. The next choice is the Macy Blackwell cheese knives. These have a $40 value, and it says you get a hard cheese knife, a soft cheese knife, and a forked tip knife in a beautiful gold finish that will add the perfect touch to your appetizer spread. They are dishwasher safe, which is nice, but they do recommend hand washing. I would imagine that gold color might kind of flake off or whatever. It says they are stainless steel, and it says how to use. Select the appropriate knife for your cheese type. Slice the cheese carefully. So that's another maybe for me. I'm thinking of picking up the item that kind of corresponds to this that we'll talk about in customization 1. So you would think that would be why I would think about choosing these, but again, I'll talk more about that in customization 1. That's a maybe. I like the look of them. I just don't know if I need them at the moment, kind of thing. But they do look nice. Next up, we have the Citrine Atlas cocktail glasses. You get a set of 2, and it has a $40 value. The everyday drinkware is made from glass and showcases unique natural bubbles. These 10-ounce glasses are perfect for every occasion and are a must-add to your lineup. They are dishwasher safe, which is great, and they are made out of non-recycled glass. So I believe Stephanie Marie chose these, and they look okay. I think they look a little cheap, to be honest. Like, usually when you get bubbles in glassware, it's not a good thing. So I think we're pretty well set on our cocktail glasses at the moment, so we'll probably skip on that. But if you wanted to refresh your glassware for the holidays, that is a choice. Next up, we have the Poquito glass candlestick holder set of 2. $56 value, and it looks like they are 8 inches high, and they say to hand wash, handle with care, and they are hand blown, made out of borosilicate glass, and so these are kind of, I guess, traditional candlestick holders for tapers, I guess. I think they look pretty. I don't know, candles like that kind of make me nervous. They just seem really kind of precarious. I prefer to just have shorter vessels that I put like a tea light in. I think the color is really pretty. I just don't think I would get much use out of them, and I think they would be kind of a pain to store. So I'll be skipping on that. The next option is one that I do plan to pick up. So this is probably going to be my second, if not third, selection from this category. It does get a little bit more challenging as you get to the good stuff. So this is the Olaplex No. 9 Bond Protector Nourishing Hair Serum. It has a $30 value. The light liquid formula utilizes patented Olaplex bond building technology that instantly protects and shields hair from pollution while reducing tangles and adding shine. You get 3 fluid ounce. And it says, as the first step in your styling routine, apply a small amount of No. 9 Bond Protector Nourishing Hair Serum to damp hair, working upward from ends to roots. Use more hair serum as needed for longer, thicker hair. And you can either air dry for a soft texture, blow dry for a smooth finish, or diffuse waves or curls. So that is what I have been using the last few times, I guess, I've washed my hair. And kind of see, I mean, my hair is naturally wavy, so I don't know if you get like a strong crimp from where that silk scrunchie was. But yeah, I've been using that, and today, for example, I used the Olaplex, was it No. 3 or No. 4 shampoo. I used the No. 8 hair mask, which I think was also a FabFitFun option one season. And then I've been using this little sample of the No. 9 hair serum. So that's it. Usually I will use a leave-in, like the Way, or I've been using one from Briogeo a lot recently. So usually I will use like a leave-in, and then I'll go in with some kind of cream on top of that. But I feel like this serum alone kind of does both. So I just put this in into like towel dried hair and used my wet brush to kind of comb it out, and that's really all I did. And just to show you the kind of consistency and texture, it's very kind of thin and runny. You can see I nicked my knuckle somehow. But yeah, it's really thin and runny, really easy to kind of spread into the hair. And I do like as well, like for travel, this is a really easy little sample that I got. So I've really been enjoying it. It kind of made me rethink the way leave-in, but I think I'll, like I said, get at least one of those because it's an option. So I think it is really nice, actually. I know there's been some like negative press about Olaplex and like whether it causes hair loss, and there's been some like lawsuits and that kind of thing. And my 2 cents on that is that personally, I'm not worried about using Olaplex products. How can I say this diplomatically? I think there are a lot of things that cause hair loss. And I think, especially over the last few years, we've all kind of gone through a lot, and stress can be a major factor in hair loss. And I think the kind of emphasis on not washing your hair as often, I think can lead to buildup on the scalp and kind of inhibit hair growth or cause hair loss, that kind of thing. So I think it's a bit of a red herring to say like Olaplex is causing hair loss. I think it's more complicated than that, and I don't think probably one brand, like you hear every hair company, like Briogeo I think had some issues a while ago. So personally, I'm not concerned. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that, and I do plan to pick up the hair serum. All right, so moving on, we have the Susie Cakes cake stand. Has a $30 value. It fits a 9-inch cake perfectly, or an array of delicious cupcakes. And it is 10 inches in diameter and 3.5 inches tall. This is dishwasher safe, top rack only. And what I didn't realize initially when I just saw the picture, I thought it would be made out of glass, like a colored glass. But it's actually made out of melamine. So that kind of, I guess, tempered my enthusiasm. I was kind of iffy on it to begin with. Like, I just wasn't sure whether I needed another, like, cake stand kind of thing. The nice thing about this one, though, is that the base does detach. So that makes it easier to clean and also to store. It looks like it actually comes in 2 separate boxes even. So if you are really into displaying baked goods or whatever, it could be nice to have it as an option. I just don't know. It could be a really nice gift for someone as well, if you know someone who's really into baking. So that's probably going to be a no. I admit I'm a little tempted by it, but probably a no. And then the last item in this category is the Ana Luisa Toda mini earrings in the gold tone. These have a $65 value, and it says, if you don't want to commit to a double piercing but love the look, these earrings are the answer. These double hoop earrings are a fun, unique twist on traditional hoops. Whether you stack them with some gold studs or wear them alone, they're an elegant yet elevated complement to any holiday party look. It says 14 karat gold tone on brass with unplated titanium posts and cubic zirconia stones. And it looks like they do come with a pouch. Hold on one second. So I'm guessing they come with a pouch like this. So if you are not new to my channel, I've done a few videos in partnership with Ana Luisa. So I've had the opportunity to try a lot of their pieces, and I did already have these earrings, which are very similar to the ones that they are talking about here. I prefer to wear them so that the like cubic zirconia side is like further out from my face, I guess. It just fits kind of where my piercing is and my ear shape a little bit better. So these are I think these are just the Toda, and they are the silver. So they're going to be a little bit different from the ones available. And as I've said before many times, I prefer silver jewelry. So I think the minis are going to be smaller than these. And as you can see, there's not a lot of like free space between the earring and my ear. So if you have, I don't know, if you don't have a piercing that's really close to the bottom of your ear, you might want to proceed with caution. I think they're about 4.7 inches like in diameter, maybe. So if you can try and measure the distance between your piercing and the edge of your ear to kind of get a sense, or if you have multiple piercings, you could always, you know, put this higher up in your ear, that kind of thing. But all the jewelry I've tried from Ana Luisa has done really well. It's held up great. The travel tips video I mentioned in part 1 was actually in partnership with Ana Luisa, and I talked about how, you know, I leave these in for like weeks, if not months at a time, shower with them, wear them to sleep, that kind of thing. So the quality is really great. And so while I haven't tried this particular style in this colorway, I've always had a good experience with Ana Luisa's quality. So I'll have these linked down below, and if I do still have a discount code that's active, I will include that as well. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see them as an option in the box. I think they are a really nice kind of classic style that I think a lot of people will like. So that was it for customization 2. Let's move back on over. So for customization 1, the additional choices are 16. So that's interesting. I think what I was seeing for last season, maybe both 1 and 2 were 15 for the additional choices, and now customization 1 will be 16 and customization 2 will be 14. So that's an interesting little change there. All right, so I'll have to be especially discerning, I guess, when it comes to customization 1. So the first item is the Laneige Water Bank Serum, has a $45 value. It instantly replenishes moisture thanks to the soft melting formula that seeps into the skin to instantly boost hydration and firm appearance. You get 50 ml, and this one unfortunately does have fragrance in it. I mean, that's not necessarily a deal breaker. It's something I try to avoid. So I think that's going to be a pass for me, but I don't see any other huge red flags. So if you don't mind a little bit of fragrance, then you can check that out. The next option is the insert name here, insert waves here, waiver. It has a $72 value, and this Hot AF choice is a must for your hair tool collection, creating gorgeous waves with minimal damage, thanks to the tourmaline ceramic glaze. It also combats frizz, flyaways, and static, so your locks will be looking extra smooth and healthy all day long. And it says you get medium waves that are, I guess, 25 millimeter. I'm not sure how they measure that. And it says it has ionic technology that emits negative ions that counteract the positive ions in hair to fight frizz and lock in moisture and shine for softer, shinier salon style waves. So this is UK restricted, as you would imagine, just based on the plugs. I don't have one of these, but I don't know. I'm just not quite sure that I would get much use out of it. I mostly let my hair air dry anyway, and as I mentioned, like, this is my natural hair texture, so I feel like for me to use this, I'd have to like straighten my hair and then wave it, and that just seems, I don't know, just seems kind of silly and a waste of time to me. So I'll be skipping that, but I do like the way it looks in other people's hair. So if you have straighter hair or you just like the look of a waver, then that is an option. I think I heard that it has like auto shut off maybe as well. So it looks like it has some nice features and technology. So next up we have the Rebecca Minkoff Quilted Studded Crossbody, has a $59 value. So it says it's the first time we're seeing Rebecca Minkoff in the box, and we have major hard eyes for this crossbody. It's the perfect everyday bag with enough room to carry all your must-haves, but small enough that you'll want to bring it along with you everywhere. All right, so I grabbed this really old Rebecca Minkoff bag that I happen to have, just for virtue of comparison. The one they have, it looks like a 7.25 by 2.25 by 5.25. So this one looks like it's pretty skinny as well, and this one is, say, about 6.5 maybe by 9. So it's going to be smaller than this, just for comparison's sake. And I believe this one that I have is made out of leather, and one thing that always kind of, I guess, held me back from carrying it too often is that it's really heavy. So this one, it has this chain, which I think is contributing a lot to the weight. I'll be interested, because I do plan to pick this up, I'll be interested to see how this one feels in the hand. I like the kind of stud detailing. I think that's kind of cute, and I guess this one just has little metal bits on the bottom. So that'll be interesting. And it's also made out of vegan leather. I feel like the rise of veganism is the best thing that ever happened to accessories designers, because they can now just say it's vegan leather instead of saying it's like, I don't know, plastic. It does look really cute. It's 100% polyurethane. That's fine. I mean, I understand, like, from a cost perspective, it probably can't be leather, and also it does make it, I think, more widely accessible in case someone is vegan. I do plan on selecting that, and I'll let you know how it is. The next option is the Amber Seats Stella Crystal Bag. It has a $98 value, so more than the Rebecca Minkoff. And it says the choice is crystal clear when it comes to which bag you're taking along with you to all your holiday parties. This one is 5.5 by 7.5, so pretty close to the Rebecca Minkoff. In fact, it's even a little bit bigger, at least in the like length and height department, I guess. So it's made out of glass, crystals, and polyester fabric. And the iron chain is actually rhodium plated, which is really interesting. Sterling silver jewelry is often rhodium plated because it prevents tarnishing and keeps it looking nice and bright. So that's interesting. I was thinking of passing on this. I was looking at some different options on Amazon that were similar to this, just to kind of get a sense for what something like this might cost if you weren't picking it up through a FabFitFun. And I have no immediate need of a bag like this. I'm not sure if it's the style I would probably select. I don't know. It might be one of those things that's kind of nice just to have in your back pocket just in case the occasion calls for it, but that's kind of a maybe. I think this designer or brand that I'm unfamiliar with, I think they actually do sell like at Saks and that kind of thing, so apparently it's a nice brand. I just had not heard of it before, so that's a maybe. Let me know if you've had any experience with products from this brand. So next up is the Splendid Velour Robe. It comes in 3 different size options, and it has a $64 value. So you can get the small, medium, the large, extra large, or the plus. And it does have these size dimensions there so you can measure. It says it's made out of soft stretch velour fit fabric. The best choice when it comes to lounging and relaxing all season long. So I'm going to skip on this. Even in winter, I feel like robes just make me feel kind of hot. So usually what I'll do is I have one of those towels that kind of fastens. So I'll put that on when I get out of the bath, and then I have like some Barefoot Dreams cardigans that I'll just kind of throw on. So I feel like I get the effect of a robe, but I can take my cardigan on and off depending on whether I'm feeling hot or whatever. So this one, it looks like it is machine wash cold with light colors, gentle cycle, and tumble dry low. And it's 95% polyester and 5% spandex. It looks nice. I'm just not really one who wears robes. Next up, we have the Haps Votive Set. It has a $45 value. So this is the kind of companion to the wick trimmer that I mentioned. And it's interesting how they set this up. So it says, the reusable, refillable ceramic vessel sets these candles apart from the rest. Change out the candle within the vessel for a new scent to fit any vibe you're going for. The choice comes with 3 scents: Drunk Text with hints of jasmine and sandalwood, Middle Seat with hints of rose and musk, and Lucky Hit with scents of vanilla and clove. So those sound nice. It's a pretty small votive, I guess it is. So each is 2 ounce. So that's not going to, I guess, be very strong, most likely. It looks like it's a 1 wick. And I grabbed this little diptyque mini to show later. So this one is a 1.23 ounce little votive. So there's that. And this one is a 2.4. So it's going to be somewhere between these two. And you put that inside of the larger vessel. So I'm probably going to skip. It smells really good. I'm probably going to skip the Haps votive set. It looks like it's made of soy and beeswax. The scents sound nice, kind of basic, but they sound nice, and the names are kind of fun as well. So not a bad choice, but I think I'm trying to kind of go through my candle stash instead of adding to it at the moment. Next up, we have the Free People Fringe Throw Blanket. It has a $78 value, and it looks like it is 60 inches by 51 inches. Machine wash cold on the delicate cycle, tumble dry low, and it's 100% polyester. So this is cute. It's one of those things that I think I'm going to admire from afar because it just, I don't think would fit my kind of colors in my home. So I think it's a cute blanket, but I will be skipping on it. And then the next option, I think I'll be picking this up. So this is the Macy Blackwell Tiered App Tray. It has a $45 value, and it's made out of acacia wood, I believe. Yeah, acacia wood and metal rod. This one you hand wash with lukewarm water and soap. With something like this, I don't mind hand washing, so that's fine. You're probably not going to be using it that often. And it also says to polish occasionally with food grade mineral oil to maintain finish. So the idea of this, as you can see from the picture, and why it may go with those cheese knives, although this particular picture I'm looking at doesn't have cheese on it, but I think that the reel has cheeses. The only kind of reservation I had about using it as like a cheese board was that I wondered, I don't think this is something you probably want to push on to like cut, because those trays look like they're just resting on the stand. So I don't know how much weight it can really take if someone is pushing down on it. The reason I personally want to pick this up, I think it's pretty, and as I've talked about in previous videos, I really enjoy a good afternoon tea. So my husband is from London originally, and we go back a few times a year, once or twice a year. And one of our favorite things to do is to go out for tea. And I've also hosted some teas here as well. So I just thought this would be a really pretty, like kind of modern take on a, what is it called? Like a tea tray, tea stand, whatever they're called. So I have one now that's like a ceramic plate that you kind of screw together. But yeah, I just thought this would be kind of a fun, different take on it. And what I would do personally, I would put sandwiches on the bottom, and then on the top I would put the scones and like the little pastries or whatever you were using. So yeah, I just thought that could be a really pretty fun addition. And with things like that, like you could also do, you know, mini quiches or whatever. You just kind of pick something up, so you're not like pressing down on it. So yeah, I do plan to select this, so we'll see kind of if my suspicions come to pass. Okay, so the next option is the Commodity Milk Expressive. It has a $75 value, and it says, the perfect comfort scent. This smooth fragrance is both creamy and calming. Cold milk offsets the other warmer elements like marshmallow and mahogany. It takes you through a unique journey, and the unisex scent makes this a perfect gift for anyone in your life. So I already do own this, so I will not be picking it again. I think I got this in like an Ipsy or something. But yeah, this is the same size, so 30 ml or 1 ounce. And I believe this is also the same size as the, I still have it in the box, the Commodity Gold. This was a choice one season, right? I thought I would spray both of them in case you do have the gold and you were wondering about picking up the milk. All right, so this is the milk. I mean, it's a pretty basic little bottle, nothing too fancy. I mean, for this, I would say, I think I jotted down the notes. So I get a lot of amber from this, but I don't know if they explicitly say it has amber. Marshmallow, mahogany, tonka bean, cold milk. I mean, if you like scents like that, then you will probably like that one. Go ahead and spray gold. So this one, they say it has juniper berries and vanilla. And I think the juniper berries does come through more in this, so that it's a little bit kind of sharper. And this one, they do say it has amber, creamy sandalwood, and sweet vanilla. All right, so this one, it says the top note is juniper berries, then you get vanilla and sandalwood, and then finally amber and benzoin and creamy musk. So I don't know. I feel like if you liked gold but you want something a little bit creamier, then you'll probably like milk, is my kind of 2 cents. I mean, neither one of them is really kind of my ultimate favorite, but they're both nice. Okay, so that was it for the Commodity fragrance. And then next up we have the Fenty Skin Watch Ya Tone 5% niacinamide dark spot serum with vitamin C. So this has a $42 value, and it says 5% niacinamide. In fact, niacinamide is the second ingredient. I'm going to be skipping on this because I said I do have a sensitivity to niacinamide, but it says the skincare staple simultaneously reduces dark spots and fades discoloration while brightening your skin thanks to the Dream Team ingredients: niacinamide, vitamin C, licorice root extract, and Barbados cherry. After 1 week, you'll see a visible difference. This one, it says to apply day and night every day for best results. Apply to clean, dry skin. Avoid AHA-based products on days when you use it. And you store the serum capside down. And it looks like it has a refill option, so I guess you could purchase a refill and reuse the container. And I guess you just continue with your normal skincare after that. So I'm gonna be passing on it, but if you like Fenty skincare, that is an option. And the last choice for customization 1 is the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This has a $93 value. It says this award-winning cream is ultra light while providing powerful hydration and moisture to dry skin. Marine and plant actives reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles while helping skin look firmer and more rejuvenated. So it looks like you only get 1 ounce, which I think is less than your typical moisturizer, 1 ounce or 30 ml. I think moisturizers are generally 1.7 ounces from what I recall. This one, it does have, it looks like water, glycerin, caprylic, capric triglyceride. It has some shea butter. This one has fragrance, and then it also has linalool, citronellol, geraniol, and limonene. So I'm going to be passing on this. I think there are other moisturizers that I currently have that I enjoy using, and like I said, I just try to avoid those types of ingredients. The fact that they call it ultra light makes me wonder, because I do have dry skin and I don't generally want something ultra light. I want something a little bit heavier. So yeah, that's going to be a pass for me. So we'll see what ultimately happens with this customization. I feel like, I don't know, there's probably at least 2 here that I want, like the tray and the Rebecca Minkoff bag, and maybe I'll think about that other kind of more sparkly one. Okay, so that is it for customization 1. And let's quickly talk about refills. So refills, unfortunately, they will be getting rid of the cocoa floss that I've had on refill, so I just canceled that. They do have a floss substitute, the, what is it called? Boca Element Floss. It's a 3-pack for $8.10, has an $18 value. I'm probably good on floss for a while anyway, so I just canceled it, and I guess I'll purchase cocoa floss directly from now on. But other than that, the next refill is the HAPS Vessel and Refill Bundle. So it looks like you get the vessel and the refill, at least for your first order. It says members will receive a HAPS vessel and scent for their initial refills order, and then all subsequent seasonal shipments will be a new replacement scent at $17.10. Okay, so you do save some money there. Oh, and this is a larger candle as well. This is 8.5 ounces. So it's interesting that they went about it that way. Yeah, same things I said about the previous one. It looks like it's made out of soy and beeswax. The candle vessel itself is the ceramic exterior, and then the glass refill. I don't hate this as a concept, it's just not for me. Next up we have a surprise mascara. I am very particular about my mascara, and there's really only, it's telling me to go to bed. And there's really only one that I like always come back to, and that's the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. It is a waterproof formula, but it's not super hard to remove. I like how it volumizes my lashes, but it keeps them lifted. So I'm not personally interested in the kind of crapshoot of a surprise mascara. It says minimum retail value of $18. I was wondering how they could kind of guarantee that. So yeah, we'll see what options come in that. They also have a surprise eyeliner for $7.99. And it looks like that has a minimum value of $15. So I'm wondering if it's always going to be like a black eyeliner, or if they're going to mix it up with some colors. I'm also very particular about my eyeliners. So other than having maybe some more colorful options, I'm pretty happy with either the Lisa Eldridge ones or the Victoria Beckham ones. Today I have on the Victoria Beckham in Ash, I think it is. Yeah, so very particular about that. Next up, we have the London Town Cuticle Pen. It will be $6.30, and it has a $22 value. I didn't realize it was so high. London Town has created the perfect rescue for cuticles in distress. This probiotic-packed cooling gel is formulated with a mix of botanicals and oils to rejuvenate dry, flaky cuticles. This convenient pen is incredibly easy to take with you when you're on the go, with the mess-free applicator ensuring the perfect amount is dispensed each use. So I do have this. I forget kind of how this came into my life, but yeah, I do keep it in my purse and I like having it. So basically it's like a click, and yeah, then you just kind of apply it to your cuticle and rub it in. It is interesting. The second ingredient here is denatured alcohol, which I don't think I realized before, which is typically a drying ingredient. So I don't know if they had to include that like in the formulation process. I feel like you still hear kind of misleading things about whether alcohol is a good or bad ingredient. But yeah, I guess I'd be open to subscribing to this in the future. I mean, I do like it, and I do agree that it's very kind of mess-free. Like, obviously, you don't want like a little dropper bottle of cuticle oil. So it is nice to have. I think $6 is probably about what I would pay for this. I don't think I'd pay $22. So I do like it if you were looking for kind of an option on the go. Ironically, this is UK restricted, even though it's called London Town, which is unfortunate. You get 0.13 ounces, so probably not the most amount of product. This is only 0.09. Huh. I wonder if they changed the packaging. So I guess you do get more product, which is good. Next up, we have the Lujo Bar shower steamers. These will be $9.90. So this has a $22 value. These shower steamers are especially designed to make aromatherapy part of your everyday. They're activated by water and diffuse into the shower steam, opening all of your senses with the menthol and essential oil blend. And yeah, they're eucalyptus scented, and this is something that has been in a previous box. So if you got it in a previous box and you enjoyed it, you can get it as a refill. Next up, we have the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Acid. This will be $19.80, and it has a $45 value. Your skin will be plump and hydrated thanks to this plum-infused must-have, complete with next-gen hyaluronic acid that fills each layer of the skin. And you get 1 ounce, which I think is pretty standard for a serum, 30 ml, and it says before moisturizing, dispense 1 to 2 pumps and gently pat into slightly damp face and neck until fully absorbed. So what I was saying about hyaluronic acid before, it's just not a product I look to like always include in my skincare routine. Like if I have other products with hyaluronic acid in it, then that's great. I mean, it does have fragrance. Other than that, I don't think there's anything like awful about it. So if you are a fan of Glow Recipe skincare, you can get that on refill. And this next and last refill option that will be new, I thought was really great. This is the Living Proof Triple Bond Complex. You can get it for $17.10 with every box. Has a $45 value. It says this fall box fave is back and ready to give your hair a treatment season after season. Reveal 8 times stronger hair that is more resistant to future damage, so your locks are luscious and healthy even during the colder winter months. And you get 1.5 ounces, which is this guy right here. So I talked about this at length in my hair care empties video. I compared it to K18 and also Olaplex number 3. So you can check that video out if you want kind of more like pros and cons, but this was my ultimate recommendation in terms of like ease of use and cost. So with this one, you shampoo and condition your hair as usual. It says apply 2 pumps to clean, damp hair. Add more as needed based on hair length, texture, and level of damage. Comb through and do not rinse out. For best results, wait 10 minutes before applying other treatments or stylers and blow dry. Does not require heat, but you will see best results with heat activation. And they say to use weekly. And then based on the suggested use, the 1.5 ounce should last an estimated 4 months or 16 weeks. So that would make it kind of prime for a refill if you wanted to keep using it consistently. So I like the packaging. I think it's a really nice pump. Yeah, so I think this is a really good product to have on hand if you have like color treated or processed hair. I think it's really kind of user friendly in how you use it, and I think especially at $17, I think that's kind of a steal. So if you were interested in trying this, I think I saw on the Sephora like offers page, they have a little sample of this that you can add to your order. But if you wanted to go in for the full bottle, you can cancel your refill. So it's not like you're committing for the rest of your life. You can, I guess, subscribe for a season and then go in and change it. So that is it for the refills. And to talk about the boosts, so the first option, I was going to be really disappointed if we didn't have any unhide in this box. I guess they replaced the blanket with the like Free People blanket, so that's fine. But yeah, the unhide Sleepy in taupe ducky comes in small, medium, large, and extra large. It will be $49 and it has a $99 value. It says, even the name sounds cozy. This unhide Sleepy combines the softness of their blankets with the ease of a robe for the perfect cold weather staple you'll want to live in all season. And it does have the measurements. The care instructions are machine wash cold, tumble dry low. Do not dry clean. And it's 100% polyester. So yeah, so I've bought a lot of unhide blankets, both for ourselves and as gifts. In fact, we gave my sister-in-law a blanket, I think for Christmas, and then one of her daughters ended up stealing it. So we had to bring over another one to her in London. So I am eyeing this for her Christmas present. I just need my husband to tell me what size she needs. So yeah, I'm thinking I will probably get that as a gift. I probably won't be able to demo it because I don't want to like unwrap it or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was a nice addition. Personally, I think it would probably be too warm for me, but it looks really cozy. Next up, we have the Pura Smart Home Fragrance Diffuser with 4 scents. That will be $75, down from $113. And with the boosts, especially, and the refills to a lesser extent, you really need to look at what the retail value is and then what you're paying, because as we'll talk about in a moment, like sometimes it's not really that good of a deal. So I would suggest skipping it. But this one, it says, this innovative diffuser elevates any space with its modern design, smart technology, and clean, fresh scents. And apparently you use an app to control the diffuser from your phone, and the vials last up to 120 hours. And they have some very specific like Wi-Fi requirements as well. So make sure you kind of check that out and make sure it will work for you. I'll admit that I have been kind of curious about these, but I don't think now is maybe the time that I want to splurge on it. It looks like the scents are, what is that? K-Hall Designs, maybe? It looks like they're lemon sage, Siberian fir, gingerbread, and cocoa almond. So, you know, I think that's a nice assortment of scents. Some things kind of seasonal, some things that'll kind of be more every day. So yeah, if you had your eye on that, I don't think it's bad, but I always kind of look at, okay, the full retail is $113. If I knock off 20%, for example, assuming I find it on sale somewhere, that would take it down, I don't know, $90-ish. So that's only like 15 more than what they're asking. So then it just becomes like, do I really want to shell out $75 now, or just, you know, not? So I think I'll be skipping on that, but it looks like a nice option. Could be a nice gift as well. So the next one is the Diptyque Paris Standard Candle in Beige Benjoin, anyway, or Feu de Bois, maybe. This will be $69, so you get a savings of $5 on that, on a very pricey candle. So they say, these world-renowned Diptyque candles will be your new favorite, never using synthetic fragrances in their candles and made of high-quality vegetable and paraffin wax. These candles epitomize luxury and comfort. The baize scent evokes a vibrant, fruity fragrance of summer berries. Benjoin fills the room with a warm, caramelized scent, while Feu de Bois is composed of rare, woody essences, a lit fireplace embodied in a beautiful candle. So these are the 190 gram size, which I believe is... So I grabbed the small ones for the scents, but I'll show you the size of the vessel. This one happens to be empty. This was an old holiday candle. So that is the size, the single wick candle that I've cleaned out. So yeah, they're expensive candles. They are really high quality candles. Like even the small ones do have a really nice scent throw. I'm not saying don't splurge on them. I'm just saying I haven't tried the Benjoin. Baize is the kind of, I guess, cult classic favorite. Really nice kind of sharp green kind of scent almost. So this one I think of more as like a, I mean, you can burn it whenever, but maybe more of a spring summer candle. And this one is that really kind of smoky, woody. It's nice. It's just not the type of candle I go for as much, maybe. My recommendation would be to wait for a sale at like a department store. So I think usually on Black Friday or thereabouts, I think Neiman Marcus will do, they'll do like 50 off of 250 or something like that. So maybe just keep your eyes peeled for that kind of sale. Or I think Nordstrom sometimes has like 10 or 15% off their beauty kind of home scents type sections. So that would be, I think, a better deal than getting $5 off. But if you did want to buy it from FabFitFun, if you have credit or something you want to use, then go for it. So they are nice candles. Okay, next up we have the R&Co Blue Sleep Mask Night Repair Serum, $29. It has a $165 value, which is crazy. And you only get 2 ounces as well. So I don't really understand, like looking at it in a tub, like I guess I can understand how this is a hair serum given the texture, but that looks like more of a hair mask, and there's like a little spoon type thing. And it says you massage into clean, damp hair, leave-in overnight. It has powerhouse ingredients such as green caviar, an algae brimming with vitamins and minerals that will keep your hair nourished all winter. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a crazy discount. Let me know if you've tried this product. Haven't heard anything about it. So it's more like a leave-in cream, it sounds. Kind of like that Amica one that we had almost. I don't know. Interesting. And that is UK restricted as well. Okay. Need to pick up the pace here. Okay, so Caraway, you get the non-stick ceramic fry pan for $65, down from $95. And this has a non-toxic ceramic coated interior, and it is 10.5 inches in diameter. So we did just pick up another OXO nonstick pan, which we've purchased before, and I feel like nonstick pans you just have to replace periodically. We just tossed the, was it Phantom pan that we had in FabFitFun at one point, so I thought about getting this, but I don't know that I like ceramic pans. You have to be a little bit more careful with, I think, the amount of heat you use, and I just don't know. The OXO one that we buy does pretty well, so. And that one I think was on sale for like $40 during the like last Amazon Prime days, so. So anyways, we'll be skipping on that. It's always interesting when you start to see the spoilers, because you've seen some crossover here between different categories and that kind of thing with the same brands, but it's also kind of an indication of what might be in the add-on store, or often they'll have special discounts for those brands as well, so you can get a discount directly at the brand's website. Okay, so next up we have 2 different Marc Jacobs sunglasses. So we have the, I think they're the same, they don't look exactly identical, but one looks like it's tortoiseshell and one is black. Yeah, these look nice enough, but I feel the same way about these that I do about the Prada sunglasses that they would have, in that obviously you can't try them on before you pick them up, and you can't return them. So that's a lot of money. Either $218 for the tortoiseshell or $172 for the black ones. And the black ones, you're not even getting that big of a discount. Like I said, the full retail price for the black sunglasses is $214. So if you knock 20% off of that, that's like $180. So I would recommend just waiting for those sunglasses to go on sale at a different retailer where you can return them or try them on. And that way you're not stuck with them if you don't like them. So for me personally, that's a lot of money to risk on something I might not like. And the tortoiseshell ones, those will be $218, and the full retail will be $272. So again, you knock 20% off and you're pretty close to that price they're charging you. So I will be skipping on those. We have the Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare Vitamin C Lactic Oil-Free Radiant Moisturizer. That will be $19 and the full retail is $72. So that's a pretty good discount if you know you like this product or if you are interested in it. It looks like you get 1.7 ounces. I think that's what I said earlier is like the standard moisturizer size. It looks like it might be in a pump kind of bottle. Yeah, it has water, squalene, glycerin, ascorbic acid, lactic acid, niacinamide, Centella asiatica extract, ceramides, hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate, ferulic acid. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here for sure. It does have like some of those essential oil type ingredients that I personally try to avoid, like lavender extract, bergamot, orange. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. But again, if you enjoy Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare, that is an option. And there are too many options. All right. Next up, we have this Olaplex Hair Repair Treatment Kit. Is $39 down from $62. And I just grabbed a couple of sample bottles. So I think the shampoo, the conditioner, and the number 3 will be this size. So that is the 3.3 fluid ounce or 100 ml. I think that's the size that you can take on airplanes as well. So I've said before, I really do like the shampoo. The conditioner is fine. I prefer the Living Proof in terms of like a bond builder, and I haven't tried the number 0, so I don't know about that, but it's a decent value, I guess. For me, I would really only be interested in the shampoo and then having the conditioner I could use, but I'm gonna pass on that. And next up we have the Michael Kors brown logo card case. $48 down from $58. I mean, again, that's nothing. So I would recommend skipping that. The trim is 100% leather, and then it has coated canvas with the Michael Kors logo. So I'll be skipping on that. We also have another bag from Michael Kors, the Kempner large North-South canvas tote bag. $268 down from $298. Again, not a great discount. I think the bag is really cute, really attractive. I kind of gave it a second look before I saw the price, and then I said no thank you. It looks like this is an all like cotton and polyester or polyurethane bag, so I don't think there's any leather if you are vegan or you don't want to have leather on your products. So for me, I would prefer to have leather, but there's that. Next up, we have the Stony Clover Lane Classic Duffel Bag in Noir, Sand, or Sapphire for $95 down from $208. So that's not bad. It measures 12 inches high by 22 inches long by 8.5 inches deep with a 30-pound weight limit. So probably not, the most sturdy option. It looks like it's made of nylon, and it has a removable adjustable shoulder strap. It's lined and it has metal feet. Personally, I prefer suitcases that I can wheel. So I'll be skipping on that, but Stony Clover, if you haven't seen it before, basically their whole thing is like patches, like you can customize your bags. So I guess you could pick up the bag here and then go over to their website and kind of pick out some patches if you wanted to do that, but I'll be skipping on it. We have the Murad Smooth and Replenish set, $35 down from $75. It comes with the AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser and the nutrient charged water gel. The water gel is 1.7 ounces, so I think that's a moisturizer, and the cleanser is 6.75, so not a bad sized cleanser. And it looks like the cleanser does have sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a little bit of a harsher cleanser if you have dry skin. And it also has glycolic acid, lactic acid, and salicylic acid. So this little set here is probably best suited for someone with oilier skin, especially having a gel moisturizer. Usually that's a little bit lighter. That one has water, dimethicone glycerin, and then it has some ceramides, peptides, niacinamide, and does have fragrance. So yeah, probably not ideal for my skin type, but if you do like Murad's skincare. And then we also have another set from Murad. This is the Glow On Demand set for $35, down from $78. Again, not a bad value. You get the Essential C cleanser and the Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum. The serum is 1 ounce and the cleanser is 6.75 ounce. Again, the cleanser has some fragrance in it, vitamin E. So not bad. The serum does have denatured alcohol, which we talked about, glycolic acid, has some peptides, tranexamic acid. I have tried samples of this before. I'm not convinced it did a whole lot, but your mileage may vary. This one also has fragrance, so there's that. We have the Jonathan Adler Ribbed Glass set. You get a set of 4 for $25, down from $70. This was a choice in a previous box. You got a set of 2 at that point. So if you want to either round out your collection, or if you maybe broke 1 or 2, you need to replace them. These are 13 ounces, and they do say that they are dishwasher safe, but they recommend hand washing. They are stackable, and they are made out of soda lime. I'll be passing on these, but again, I can see why someone would want to pick them up. And then, let's see, the Milk Makeup Rise Mascara, $12, down from $28. Already kind of gave you my 2 cents on mascara. It's a lightweight mascara utilizing lash lift technology with 93% natural ingredients that lift, lengthen, and condition. So I'm going to be skipping on that. We have the 12 Days of FabFitFun Advent Calendar for $89.99. Has a value of $326.68. You can see the full breakdown of what's in the Advent Calendar, so I won't spoil that for you. Personally, it didn't make sense for me to pick it up, but I can see how someone would get good value out of it. So I'll include a link to that. And if you are a FabFit member, you should be able to click on it and see what's in the Advent Calendar. Yeah, it says it has top brands like Laneige, Amika, Milk, and Barefoot Dreams. And you get 12 full-size premium skincare, hair care, cosmetics, and fashion products. So there's that. We have another insert name here item. This is the Digital Nano Flat Iron for $65, down from $90. Again, I'm not sure that that's like the best deal. It looks like it's 1.25 inches, 53 watts. It goes up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Takes less than 10 seconds to get hot, and it has ceramic plates. Yeah, it just says shipping restrictions, no UK. Poor UK. So I think that's a power conversion type issue, or just the plug, because I think flat irons you can use abroad. Yeah, so I'll be skipping on that. I just don't flat iron my hair. And then finally, the last item here is the Elemis Pro Collagen Quartz Lift Serum, 30 ml for $68.25. This one's a pretty good value, I guess, because the full size is $195. It says this revolutionary anti-aging serum helps reduce the look of wrinkles for younger looking skin. Formulated with a pure concentration of Padina pavonica, precious rhodochrosite quartz, and argan oil, the milky gel texture forms a network of proteins on the skin's surface. It delivers an immediate and visibly tightened effect for a firmer, lifted appearance. You get 30 ml, which I think is 1 ounce. Yeah, I need to go over to their website to see if they have before and afters, because that sounds really interesting. I don't think I want to spend $68 on it, but I know there are a lot of similar products kind of on the market. This one does have fragrance. It has kaolin. Yeah, not as many, I guess, essential kind of plant extracts or whatever, but still. So, as I lose my voice. So that is it for the winter 2023 FabFitFun box. Let me know what you guys plan to select for your box down below. And as I said, I will have my unboxing when I get mine in the mail. So I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.